Hello everyone, welcome back to yet another session with me. This is Sanyukta Saxena. I again have a Zendala tile in front of me. A very Merry Christmas and wishing you a very Happy New Year. Yes, just a few days left before we step into our new year. So let's draw and let's tangle into the new year. Yes, I'm going to start with a tangle called Ellish. So Ellish is a tangle which was recently picked up by Maria also in the 12 days of Zentangle. We are also going to be drawing that tangle. I'm going to start right somewhere in the center of the tile and draw a nice S shape. I'm using my Micron 05. This is a little bolder nib, and then I'm going to draw another S. So basically order the first one. Yes, and then I'm going to the way the tangle goes, the original tangle Ellish, curl it on both sides. Yes, so that's the basic of the tangle Ellish. Now I'm going to draw another similar shape inside, basically aura the inside, like this. Now this line can be seen here as if it is a see-through. Yes, now let's get to add more lines. So what I'm going to do is we are going to be adding auras, but I'm going to either you can switch pens or you can just use the same pen and add more weight to the lines, whichever way you like it. So I'm going to push my pen hard and start to add auras. Yes, coming down right till here. Now if it is not thick enough, then you have to definitely redo the line. What we are trying to do here is do thick and thin lines just the way we do for gorgeous. Yes, so I'm going to add some thickness, although I've switched pens, but I still think the need to add some thickness so that the two set of lines are distinct from each other, like this. Yeah, now let us add another aura inside here. Again, add a little thickness to the line. Another aura inside here. Add a little thickness to the line. Like this, and then I'm going to the other side. Slowly take your time. Again, add a little thickness to the line. Just go slow, trying to add that effect of thick and thin lines just the way we do for gorgeous. Yes. So the other aura, the second aura, which is on the second other side of the line that we started with. And this is how the original tangle Ellish goes. Yes. Now let us again add a simple aura. So again going back to my 05. You can keep the auras as close as you want, or you can keep it at a distance, whichever way you like it. Yes. And then again I'm going to add the thinner aura. Be patient, take your time. The thinner aura, like this. Again, the thinner aura, like this. Yeah, I think you got a little understanding of what I'm trying to do. So again, I'm going to switch to my thicker nib or the center shape first. Add that extra weight to the line. On the other side, go with the shape. Again, add some extra weight. Again, both sides of this swirl or the line that has turned. Other side, a little extra weight to the line. Like this. Yes, let's do this here also. A little thicker line on both sides. Like this. Again, switching pens. So I'm going to continue doing this, and as you can see, it is already started to give a woven heel. Yes. So go with whatever spaces you have. Add as many lines as you can. Again, inside here and then outside here. Again, inside here and outside here. Yeah. So I'm still continuing with the same process. You can extend it as much as you wish, or you can just, so there is no inner space here left, so we will just stop here. There is hardly any space inside here, so just stop here, and then you can just add an aura like this. So as many auras as you wish to, and then here also there is no inner space left, so just an aura here. Right, so you can do it the way you want. If you want to fill this entire space, you can do that. An aura inside here. Probably we can add thick and thin lines and cover up this part. Yes, let's leave some inside space. So I'm going to add some very tiny tipples there, probably deviate a little from the line work. So add some tiny tipples. Very tiny ones. Small little tipples. And fill in this space. Yes, you can redo this line after you have done all the line work. You can do these things later on also. That's entirely your choice. So that's a beautiful Ellish wherein we have kind of given alternate thick and thin lines to our Ellish. Now let us add some more tangles. So what I'm going to do is surround my Ellish with a tangle called Icanthis. Yes, so you can just draw these random stems whichever way you wish to. So I'm going to start straight with my pen. Start with this nice curve, right? And then probably you can add a U underneath, and then if you want you can add one more curve. So I'm going to draw my Icanthis a little differently, kind of connect the leaves together like this. Yes, and then add the stems. like this, and you can give a curl. So the only difference that I did here is kind of created these random black sections in between, which is also created in the original Icanthis, but here the leaves are kind of attached to each other. That's the only thing. Yeah, and then you can add some finer leaves like these. Now you have tiny in between spaces. Again, I'm changing nibs here depending on what kind of space I have. So that's one Icanthis. I'm again going to draw the same thing. You can have a close look. So Icanthis, generally what you would do is just add first these shapes, leaf shapes, and then draw the U's like these, and then kind of connect the U's with a crinky shaky line. But I'm drawing it a little differently, right? So I'm just kind of keeping them close together, the leaves. Yes, so you can have a stem here and going random, and then again you can draw another leaf here, a big one, and then probably draw another one hidden there, something like this. Yeah, and then you can add the stems like this. Looks a little different, interesting take. Let's add the color to these small tiny islands there. And then you can add a curl if you want. Add these branches, giving it a nice and delicate look, something like this. Yeah, and the in between tiny spaces you can just squeeze in some tipples. Yeah, so that's our Icanthis, and now you can extend it the way you want. You can add more of Icanthis leaves if you want. Whichever way you like it. I'm just going random, not thinking much where what. You can add some more tipple here and there. These are bigger. Draw the way you wish to. There is no hard and fast rule here. Yeah. So in between few places, my go-to tangle, which I always find an opportunity to place somewhere or other. You know me. It's a beautiful tangle to draw. A beautiful filler. You can just go ahead and add some Printemps wherever you wish to, some of the awkward places. Take your time. Wherever you wish to. Yes, you can add some hidden ones. Choose any other tangle of your choice. Whatever is coming to your mind at that point of time, just go with that. It's not a compulsion that you have to add Printemps. Printemps is my go-to tangle. I always find an opportunity to place it somewhere on my tile. I always end up doing that. Some hidden ones, some tipples here and there. And I think that's sufficient. The rest of the tile, again, it's up to you. What do you want to add to the rest of the tile? So what I'm going to do is probably add a tangle called Zepple, but I'm going to do the crazy version. So I'm going to be drawing some random lines. Yes. So don't think how, where, what. Just draw some crazy lines and then we will convert it into a tangle called Zepple. So basically what we will do is aura each of the sections created by these crazy lines. Take your time. Well, you can draw any other tangle of your choice. That's entirely up to you. What do you feel like drawing at this point of time? Yeah, so I'm going to fill up the entire background with these crazy lines. So once you are done drawing the lines, the next step is to aura inside each of these sections. So this is going to take a little time, but that's the beautiful Tangle and Zepple. So be patient. Go to each of the sections that you created, aura it from inside except the corner. So don't go till the corner. Something like this. Yes, hope it is clear enough. Yeah. So this is going to take a little while. You take a break if you wish to. And then go to each of the sections slowly, carefully, and aura it from inside. Don't go up to the corners, round the corners. Like this. Yeah, it's like a pebble floor. So go to each of the sections and slowly aura it from inside. Small ones, bigger ones. It will take a little while. Take that time. So I'm almost finishing with my Zepple, doing the same exercise of redefining the lines of each of the sections, but not going up to the corner, rounding the corners. small, big, whatever sections you created, you have to do the same exercise inside each. Like this. Yeah, so we are done with this exercise. Let us now get to shading our tile. So wherever you have these intersections, I'm going to add some graphite there. From where lines are emerging, places where lines are merging, emerging, going under. So let us now blend. Slowly make sure you leave the highlights. Yes, the ends here. That's about the Ellish. You can always. I'm going to add some dots here inside. In fact, orbs or puffs. Like this. Moving on to our Icanthis, just add graphite on one side. Yes, and then blend. Slowly take your time. So I'm adding shadow on one side. Like this. Let's do this for all. You can shade it in so many different ways. Shade it the way you wish to. Yes, and then the last one here again I'm going to add to one side of my leaf. You can just highlight underneath the folds. You can highlight the stem. So many different ways to go about shading it. Shade the way you wish to at that point of time. Just adding a little more prominence to the folds. A little more to our Printemps. Yes, let us now move on to the outside. So I'm going to, you can shade the Zepple the way you want. What I'm going to do is probably just highlight some of the bigger ones. Yes. Something like this, so that they actually start to look like stones probably. Yes, so I'm going to highlight some of the bigger ones, and for that I'm just going to add an aura inside. Not going to touch each one of them. Probably some of them you can just add what is already there on your stub. A touch, a slight touch is all you need. Like this. Yeah, so let's do this for the bigger ones. I'm not going into the smaller, very tiny spaces, else it will become totally gray. Just going to the bigger ones slowly. Just trying to be away from the edges so that the shape gets highlighted a little. Yeah. So after you are done shading your Zepple, last but not the least, some bit of drama there. You can very comfortably place a few black pearls here and there. Yes. Do that exercise to add that drama to your tile. Randomly pick any space. You can also do that to some of the bigger tipples that you added, like this. Yeah, I don't think we need to do more. If you want to redo some of the lines, you can do that. Just a touch of shade on the Printemps. I'm just adding a V and making it gray. That's one of the ways to go about shading your Printemps. And that's it. If you want to add a few highlights here and there, do that with your chalk. Some of the places can be highlighted if they are white, and if you have not added too much of gray there, you can use a different stub to kind of soften it in between spaces. use a different stub, soften the chalk. And that's it. I don't think we need to do anything else to our tile. Yes, you can redo some of the lines if you wish to. I'm going to stop here and I'm going to put my chalk or write my name. Sign and date your tile always. I shall see you again with some more sessions. And before we leave, I just wanted to say that 3rd January onwards, which is the first Friday of the new year, I'm going to restart my Friday club. So those of you who have been already practicing the Zentangle method, whether it is beginners or advanced, that doesn't matter, but those who are familiar with the Zentangle method, they can always join me live on Fridays 8:30 to 9:30 p.m. Indian Standard Time. Yes, we tangle together. Generally, you will have something new to learn, or it's basically tangling together, sharing, talking, and inspiring each other. Yes, it is great fun. So that's the Friday club. Every Friday is 8:30 to 9:30 p.m. IST, wherein we join live on Zoom and tangle together. Yeah. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.